strengthening the Yitzhak Tov. And either way, it could be a Korban Pesach, depending on what you need to focus on. Tov.
That's how it works.
Yes. That's how he explains. So then that's the inyan of the. So we're like a sheep in that way. That's the bottom. So that's this inyan. Yes, we have this ability because of this inyan. Yes, we have this holy chutzpah. But why did Hashem put in us this holy chutzpah? Why did we went through this whole process, the whole Mitzrayim, and through the Ovis and all the Torahs, and all these? God made us a particular format us a particular way. And our becoming nation happened the second we left Mitzrayim. We were never a nation except Hashem's nation. Why? Because that's Hashem's choice. Hashem chose us. So Rebbe would say the same thing. That's in many sources explain that. So Rebbe says it's the same thing in terms of people who are able to connect to tzaddikim, to connect to deeper teachings. A person has to Asher B'Chavan, Achman, or whatever it is. A person who's able to see, tachaz, like the Zohar says, you have to see. The person who doesn't see, a person's blind. You can't explain. I always say my mother, she used to live me well. She once was talking to a big apikoris, and she said to him, he said, I don't like this. Why? Who said this? And she said, talking to you, she said, it's just like talking to someone who's colorblind. You can't describe the sunset because he doesn't see. Doesn't see colors. He's like, I don't know, like, again, or a beautiful rainbow, whatever. We're talking about colors that the person couldn't see. I don't know if technically it's true. Maybe a person who's colorblind can see something. I don't know, I'm not sure. He had to say, when there's colors which you can't perceive, so you don't understand, that everything's drab to you. She said, why bother? What does this mean? But it's because you don't see. It's not because there's nothing there. I see. So like, that's the bottom. The person wants to be Zohar to see. That's the
Some choose a person to be a breastover.
That's what the Rebbe would say. You have to appreciate. It's not only a matter of breastover or not breastover. It's the bottom line of appreciating the Rei Nachman's teachings and appreciating the Baal Shem Tov's teachings and appreciating all the Gro's teachings, the deeper teachings. The person who has to appreciate the deeper Torah. That's very, 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 very important. And we don't always understand why. What? How did I get this? Today, people are getting more and more because without appreciation of the deeper elements of Torah, it's very, very hard to hold on.
So what about people that appreciate halacha and people that appreciate Rabbi Nachman can't appreciate the shachla v'taya, the halacha?
That's part of what we're trying to do, God willing. I hope I'll be Zohar at one point to explain the deep meaning of halacha, because halacha is the same. And that's what I always say from the Kutei Halacha. It's an incredible thing that it comes out from the Kutei Halacha, and Rei Nachman calls Baki b'tzobak b'shov. You're an expert in going up and going down. That even when you're in the lowest place, Hashem's right here with me. When you're in the highest place, you keep moving higher, right? So he uses the language Baki b'halacha.
Yeah, why?
So halacha theoretically means going. So you're an expert in going, but it's a strange language.
It's a lesson of walking.
Yes, so it's going. You're going. You know how to walk no matter what, the ups and downs of life. But Rav Nosson, it comes out of Rav Nosson that he picked Baki b'halacha for a reason. Because the more halacha you fulfill and know, the better you're able to make vessels to be able to fulfill Baki b'tzobak b'shov. That's what he says. He says outright. He says, he says it so incredibly. He says, every halacha you know gives you another angle, another ability to hang on when it's low and to go higher when it's high.
I would have thought we could work under it as well. Like,
no, it depends if you...
A person's so aware of all the nuances and all the things that they do. When a person has a thought, they're like, I have transgressed blah.
Because he doesn't know what halacha is. That's why Rei Nachman, you have to go to Cheder, we have to all go to Cheder again. The halacha is not rules, what you have to keep or not keep. Halacha is Hashem's will in the world. And the bottom line, what that means is that in every action, at every moment, I have the ability to do Hashem's will in the world. That's what it means, the bottom line. It doesn't mean I messed up, I didn't mess up. Yeah, I messed up, it's technical. That's always right. It's a person, he makes a mistake. It doesn't mean it's all over. I messed this up, messed that up. Okay, you start again, he picks stuff up. He gets fired from his job, if it happens to a person, or something difficult happens, or he gets an altercation with someone, he says, well, I really messed that one up. He doesn't give up and just fly to Hawaii and hide or something, go to a monastery or something. What? And that's all, very simple. So it's the same thing spiritual, you messed up. You have to do tshuva. But it doesn't mean it's nothing to do with right now, I can do the rest of Hashem. That's the malchus. The person says, I'm still able to be a vehicle for the Shekhinah in the world. And of course, there are many levels of that. There's a person who's pristine and pure, he's a tzaddik, he's in a very huge place. You have the regular guy. That's very, very often, Rav Nosson explains this idea. You can't pretend that you're a tzaddik just because you're uplifted at times, things are going good for you. And that's part of right love him right away. He says the Chusharim right away. Oh, you saw Hashem. Oh, see, right away. First thing he said, opens his mouth. See, I saw Hashem yesterday. The first thing when he had a little revelation, he's prattling on and he's so uplifted. It's like that's not what that's not what you're supposed to. You're very nice. You had a little taste. Now you gotta No point in talking about it. You have to work on it. So, what did he say, Rei Hashem? Don't you dare mess with Yaakov, my servant. And he's like, see, your God came to me yesterday. Like, big deal. This doesn't. That's all of us. A person has to be careful not to be. He could have just came to him like a mensch. He doesn't get to any bad. He doesn't have to show him, I'm so furious and I would kill you if I had the chance. Which is basically what he's saying. What's he saying? I would deal with you. I don't know. It's like it's a big, at least he's saying it's a big question by me. Just God said not, so I won't. But otherwise, it's like a question. How dare you run away? How dare you? What is this? That was his bottom line. What's going on over here? How could you, what is this? Yeah, it's incredible stuff, Baruch Hashem. Because he says that Hashem chose us, so a person has awe. So like I was saying, the Ma'aseh, a person who can't connect to deeper in Yonim and Torah, he's in incredible danger. Very, very dangerous. Because like you're saying, a person thinks it's like Kilu, he doesn't have the neshama. He doesn't really have the neshama. So sometimes a person can learn Torah, you can learn the Gemara very often, it's a good way of doing it, or halacha. You can meet someone in yeshiva, for example, and the person, he's really doing well, and he's really lying down. He's like, I have no idea why. But if I don't open a Gemara a day, it's just not a day. It's a dead day. I don't know why. I don't have any, my whole life. He said, it doesn't make any sense. Why? I don't know why. You can learn math, you can learn college, it's not going to, no Gemara is a dead day. Fine. He's getting connected to the Or on a different level, very deep level. At a different level, he has the Or. But that doesn't mean it's going to always stay that way for him personally. We can hope so. But he didn't have this in a very special way. Person, he's neshama in his own way.
With a Russo like that, where he doesn't have any other interests.
Mamash is it.
That's like a tamimus.
He's not.
He just does.
It's not only tamimus. He feels the Or. No, but he feels the Or. That's why there's my brother was talking to someone once. The Yid is a very special Yid. He grew up also in a very yeshiva family. They're into things. He's like, kids today, they're not like he used to be. I don't know, the kids, they like their best thing. What are they into now? The basketball, the race, pizza, cars. When we were kids, I mean, they you want a Daf Gemara, who cares about all this garbage? And, it was like, not exactly, halavai, but not exactly. It's like totally, that's how his perception. He was a very yeshivish place where he lived, whatever it was. Now, it's a perception of his inner circle. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Maybe it's somewhat true. And that's where they're holding. That's very, very good. He is connected to the deeper meaning of the Torah. But for most of us, unless we live in a very sheltered place and we somehow got to the deepest emotional place of this connection to Hashem, and again, usually a person has this unusual, it's very hard to give it over to his kid. It doesn't work so easy. His kid's more into how do you give it over? He got it because he had a profoundly holy experience. His parents were profoundly holy, maybe, or different in Yonim, but is he there?
His kids see that he's much.
They see it very much, but then it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work the way a person would want it to work. Sometimes it works the other way. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't. It's not so pushing. It's not a simple thing. Very, 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 very not simple. So, could be yes, could be no. But like the person who's especially when like I was saying before, the time says that all the physicality and all the utilities that we have, machinery, computers, whatever it is, all of these things are a crutch for smaller and weaker neshamas in a certain way. In a way, it's hard neshamas, but weaker neshamas. They have a harder time, very easy to fall away. You need to be rectified. We're we're in the lowest place. That's the heel.
How they crutch?
Because you can't manage without it. A person who's he doesn't care if he has an outhouse and he's used to living with he does the wash by hand, she does the wash by hand, he does all these things, chops all his wood, he does this, he does that. He's strong, very strong. And he's self-reliant, incredibly self-reliant. And today you don't find that so much. And that's because today it would be very, very hard without it. That's the concept. For most people, it's very, 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 very hard to live like that.
Hashem introduced these things now because
we're weak. That's what he says, yeah. That's the whole time. Even his time, when he did train, no, you can't handle it anymore. You can't handle it.
Vayishlach had this thing of throwing